Okay guys, so we broke this major trend line yesterday, and you can see what happened there. So now we need to know, is this the sign of a further downward movement, or was this just a temporary dip? Now for one of the things that I look at is, of course, we look left. If we look over here before this major move like that, we actually had another trend going right here. So how about let me delete this trend line right here, and now let's draw a new trend line. I just tap the screen, I click on objects, that little diagonal line at the top left corner, that's the trend line. I press my finger where it starts and I draw a line straight across. Just going across those wicks like that, right? Now guys, if I draw that, look at that. Is that a coincidence that this retracement went right to the bottom of this? So for one, when I look over here, we formed a higher low, another higher low, and we actually pierced through and went below this previous higher low. And this is one of the things that we need to indicate a reversal in the trend. So for example, right here is not a bad place for me to, let's say I wanted to enter a sell order right here, because I'm saying, okay, it's come up to test this. It looks like it's a rejection. Is this a further downward movement? So I can take my trade right here. But if I want, I can just set a stop loss just above right here, right? Minimizing my risk. That's only 20 pips. I can minimize my risk because I'm here at a trend line point, and I'm pretty much near the top of that trend line point. And let's say I want to go ahead and enter a trade. So let me go ahead and press the trade button. Oh, first let's look at where I want this thing to go, right? So let's say I'm looking for it to, first of all, if I want to just take 20 pips out of it, 20 pips down, 476, we're looking at about 276. This is an area of support, as we can see right here, right? But let's just say, for the sake of this, I'm looking for it to test this lower low that it just posted, right? That's 37.59. My stop loss, let me go, I'm at 392, so let me go right about here at 598, 20 pips. Okay, 598. Okay, so I'm going to press the trade button, and let's say I'm taking out a very small lot size for this example, and my stop loss I said was 598, 31,598. My take profit is going to be at, let's say 31, let's say 113, for example. Maybe I'm looking to get 30 pips out of it, right? So from there, I'm going to go ahead now and hit the sell button, which will put me immediately into the trade. Okay, now it'll take me back to the chart. Now you can see the lines. This line is my stop loss for this trade, right? Just a bit above this trend line. And this is my take profit for the trade. Okay, so I wanted to show you an example of how you can use trend lines to get into trades and get out of trades near the tops of these trend lines, right? So once again, for confirmation, right, just like how our initial trend line was all the way up here, we need to get confirmation, which this might need to come up against this trend line a few times before it actually comes back down again, or we'll see if it breaks through and continues its move back up. But even so, we have minimized our risk based on where we place the trade. Okay? All right, guys, take care.